G'day everyone, and welcome to Ronîda Island and the Island Preservation Challenge thought up by Crusto Farms. We've been sent out to this sort of heavily regulated island. A lot of stuff is protected, but all the fields and grass areas are able to be converted into arable farms, or basically whatever we want. Trees and stones are protected, as are the sandy beaches, so we cannot cut down any trees or break any of the stones. If we do need to cut down a tree, it can purely be used for construction purposes on the island only, and in doing so, for each tree we cut down, we must plant 5 saplings in its place within that same year. So it's a bit tough. There's a few restrictions on things, but it should be a good time. I'll put a list of all the rules down below in the description. The main objective of the challenge is to own every single piece of the map. So majority of the pieces are 40,000. All these sections are sort of $40,000. Then you've got these ones, which are 44 for a little bit of extra land there, and the ones that have a little bit less land are only 8,000. So it sort of works its way around, but we need to own every single plot of land, including this big island down here, because that relates to sort of a goal of the map, or of the challenge I should say, which is we must build a dream home. So we need to own the map, and we need to build a dream home out on this island here. Now, the only way we can get there is if we terraform this little section here. So if we go there, we can terraform across to that island and then build our dream home. We cannot terraform anywhere else. Anything else on this island, we cannot terraform in any way to make it look how we want. So in regards to the trees and the stones, we cannot sell any wood or wooden products, but we can use them in construction. We cannot sell any stones or stone products, but we can use them in construction. Another problem that we'll have to deal with is that this sell point on the dock only sells products that are on pallets, and the pallets must go with it as well. So we cannot sell like bales of hay or bales of hay. I don't know. Any sort of unpalleted item. We can't sell grains unless they're in pallets. That kind of thing. So we have to work around with that. We cannot use chemical fertilizers or herbicides. So lime is switched off for that reason, just to make that a bit easier. But in regards to the fertilizer, we'll have to figure out manure or slurry. I do apologize that I keep walking around, but I'm focusing on what I'm talking about. No buy points are permitted, so we can only buy what is available down here, basically. So we can't build a buy point on our farm or another one on the other side of the island. Everything has to be from here. We can place sell points down that we want, but they must be adjacent to this area. So quick autosave. We must sell them along in these 5 squares. I had to count in my head. So we can put sell points down, but they must be around this, and that's it. So in regards to all that, let's buy our first piece of land. I'm torn between 2 places. Field 79, which is just a flat, grassy area, would be very easy to start set up on, get the fields going, everything is sort of there. It just has this little section of sandy beach in that corner. Or 56, which does have a section of trees and a hill, but I feel like this will be a bit more challenging for myself to set up this area. The big square green grass area would be too easy for me, I believe. It would just allow me to do everything I want in that area. So I feel like we're going to buy this one. Field 56. Might be the goer. So let's do that now. Boom. Bingo bango. There's our field. Now what we need to do, we need to put a little temporary house up here. So I was thinking I would put it in the shades of these trees over here. Just to keep it sort of out of the way, somewhere we're not really going to get anything in that area. So we have this little container farm that I'm going to use. I also have a mod that shows me the borders of all the land, purely because I'm incapable of figuring it out myself. So I feel like we might just put this in here. Do that there. Beautiful. Perfect. And now we need to look at equipment. So we've got our nice little container house. Door didn't open. There it is. And this is our field right here. So what I think we'll go do is we'll head over to the shop. We'll see what's over there and what we can buy. I do have the extreme used sales market on. That's just a mod that I have to have. I enjoy it. I'm going to try not to use it too much because I can see that it could become a little bit overpowered for certain things. In one of my test runs for this, I had a $65,000 tractor down to like $9,000 or something like that. It was pretty outrageous. So I don't really want to do that. But I've been looking before I started this recording, and there's a couple of little tractors in here that would be good. I just need to find them again. There's this one here, the Landini. Goes up to 105 horsepower. Put wide tyres on it. Leave everything else as it is. I'll just get the Landini attacher. And that would be that. So that's 19,000. Or there's this John Deere that's got 116 horsepower for 19,000. So I feel like we could do that. I will also put wide tyres on it, so it'll go up to 23. So that gives us 11 more horsepower. So I feel like we might go with that one. Just that extra boost will help us, I think, with certain implements. So we'll get that. We now have a tractor. That's good, that's good. There we go. Little John Deere 3650. So we'll use that. Now, the first thing I'm probably going to set up on the farm will be a little greenhouse garden-esque type thing. So why don't we take the tractor over there. Let's get this drive going. We'll head on out to our farm. Or our land, I should say. It's not really our farm. And we'll get up, get sorted. Actually, while we're here, I think it might be wise just to get our water tanker. Purely because we know we're going to use it anyway. So, turn the engine off. Run to the store. Now, where is our water tanker? This one. This is the one I like. I'll just change the colours. What colour's our tractor? Green. John Deere green. There we go. Make the barrel black. And John Deere green on the wheels. And there we have it. We have our water trailer. We'll hook it up. We'll drive back over to the field. And then we'll start looking at what we want to do to start with. It's definitely going to be a greenhouse or a garden of some sort. I do have a little mod for little Polish gardens that are quite good. So I think that'll be the starting point. And then maybe we'll come back and grab a little plow. We'll see how much money we end up with once we've started setting up. I'll also build a water tower over there in our field at some point. I need to see... Huh, that was saying to dump the water. Surely there's no way you could sell water. Oh well, maybe you can. We'll head over this way. We'll get to our field. Do we have a beacon? No, we don't. That's not a bad purchase. I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, it's quite damaged, but we can always fix it. It doesn't really need fixing right now. We're not really going to use it for anything other than carting water, so... All the game settings will be listed down below for how I'm playing it. They're all sort of dealer's choice, basically, just no insanely overpowered mods. So I know that the extreme used sales unlocker mod is pretty hectic. We're a lot closer than I thought we were. But I'll be trying my best not to utilize that in a bad way. I'll try and keep it to just sort of little things, nothing. I'll be buying and leasing equipment and things like that, so I'm not just going to go into the sale and buy something. I'll do my best to try and avoid it and be aware of what I'm doing, because that could very easily be a big game changer. So there we have it. There's our tractor, our water tanker, and our little house. That's not too bad. So now while I'm here, let's have a look. See, like these little greenhouses here, or gardens I should say. We've got a big Polish garden here for 9,000. I cannot see it. Going to go up above. So where's our land end? Well, oh, yep, that's me doing that. Okay. So we could just do this right next to our house. We could put a couple in here, because I'm thinking of doing 2. But how much better is that than this? Are the small gardens better, maybe? Maybe it's better to do a small garden. A couple of small gardens. Yeah, I might do that. So we'll do a small garden here. Just put them next to the house. Oh. Is it too close? Ah, okay. There we go. They're not perfectly lined up, and that's going to annoy me, but we'll deal with it. That's 10,000. Okay. Anything else? I might do an apple tree. Where can I do that? That's 4 of them. I thought it was only 2. That's crazy. So where do we put the water? Oh, there. Now where do the apples load out? That would be good to know. Do I have? I do. Okay. Well, we'll just do it so we can make it wherever. I'm sure we can figure it out either way. We'll just put it out somewhere where we can access everything. Yeah, we'll just do it out here, then we got access to everything there. I'd assume it wouldn't be where you dump the water or where you put the... That'll do. I'd assume it wouldn't be where you put the water or where you choose where they grow. It's there. It's that side. That's fine. So we can do some apple. Oh, and if we get manure, that's good. Oh, okay. Well, that's something I didn't realize. So if we get apple, seeds, and manure, we get more apples. Or apples plus seeds and manure, I should say. Now where is... That's what I want. Get this little water tower. Put that right at the back here. We can put grass around that. Where's meadow? It's plants, isn't it? That's bush. Where's meadow? There, we'll go with that. There we go. I know the concrete's still under it, but it's fine. It's the illusion. Well, let's get some water into these gardens and into the apple farm or apple orchard. And so far, that's a pretty good start for me, I think. We got 5,000 litres in here. We can do this. I don't know how much it holds, but we'll dump that in. Get it turned on to... We'll do some spinach in this. We'll just grow spinach in that one. The other one, I'm not sure what we'll put in. Carrots or parsnips maybe. So that's the big kicker. Is they're great because they'll drop the growths out into pallets for us straight away. So eventually we'll need a trailer to pick stuff up, which we can look at now. I should have probably bought everything while I was over there, but it's fine. I'm working as I go. I don't plan these things. You guys know that. So I think we could do this. Bale trailer. We do have Autoload on. So we'll have a quick look. Everything is on. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll change. I do that. Yep. Beautiful. Right. Now we'll just change it. John Deere green. The design color can be white just because. Black wheels. That's 5.5. We'll need that anyway. So now we've got spinach growing. That's good. We can keep that going. And what I might also do is right away just might buy some seeds and manure. Oh, what are we stuck on? Oh, the tree that's right there, Brendan. There are a lot of other people doing this challenge right now, and I'm trying my best not to copy them. I know that there's certain things that people are doing, but there's only so many ways you can start it. I think we'll just do carrots in this one. I think carrots happen quite a lot. Yeah. 4 water for 16 carrots. That's awesome. So, yeah, as I say, I'm trying my best not to copy people. But there's only so many ways to start these things. I'll put a list of all the other content creators that are doing it down below. There's a fair few of them. There's also a couple of mods that I've learnt about due to some of those people. Big shout out to Rusty Money Gaming for his not pallet forks, the front loader bucket that picks up the stones in your fields. That's a game changer, guys. I don't think I'll ever use anything else. So we've got the front loader attacher on here, so we can do it. We probably do need to buy one at some point. We do have the ability of super strength. We can use that if need be. Once we've got sort of a field happening, I'll go through my settings for the fields. There's a lot of things. Precision farming is off. There's no seasonal growth basically. And there's... Whoa, why did that... It half stopped. That was weird. So... We could... So apple, 64 water is 64 apples. That's not too bad. Apple and manure. Okay. Why would you put seeds in there? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. You're just better off just using apple and manure. Water and manure, sorry. Yeah, you wouldn't put seeds in. That's pointless. It doesn't alter it in any way. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this all filled with water. What I might do is also buy a plow and get our first field plowed. I don't know where I'm really going to put it. I might just put it along the edge over there, the edge of the map, or along the edge of that hill. But right now, these should be all good with water. Yeah, 10,000 litres, 15,000 litres. That's only got 5,000. I thought I did 2 on that. That's fine. So what I'll do is I'll dump this here. I'll head on back to the shop. And I'll see you when I'm over there to pick up our plough, guys. Alright, we're back here at the shop, guys. We're going to open it up. We're going to check out what ploughs they have. Okay. These are good, but they need far too much power. I think this one might be a good start. But I will lease it. So we cannot take out any loans. We have no debt to start with. We only started with that $100,000. Cannot take out any loans, but we have the ability to lease items. So I feel like we should lease that for now to get our first field started. What else am I looking for? I wanted to get some manure. Where is it? There's the big... Nope. In here we've got this mod that allows us to get some manure in pallet form, which is going to be phenomenal for us. This is how we're going to fertilize our fields. So that's 500. Do I need seeds? I don't think I need seeds yet. What I was thinking of doing was getting a planter. Once we've got the field sorted, we'll get the planter and put some sorghum in. And then we can get chickens in, maybe. As I said, there's no seasonal growth. So we can plant whatever we want, whenever we want. And it will be a good time for everyone involved. Why is it not going any further? So yeah, so I'm going to get sorghum going, I think, to feed some chickens. And then if I don't make a massive field, we can mow the grass if we decide to get sheep. So, but that's a long way away. There's nothing I'm thinking of doing like that yet. First thing will probably be chickens, and then we'll work on it from there. So let's get this tractor loaded up. Hopefully that manure works like that. And I don't have to sort of put it in a tanker to put it in the apple orchard. Don't want to sell these. I wonder if it would. Wonder if I drove over it, it would sell the manure I just bought. Whoa. That is a harsh bump. But right now we're just going to go along the edge of our field or our section of land. This is just going to be a setup episode. Really, there's not going to be any phenomenal breakthroughs in what we do here. It's just going to be starting ourselves, getting set up. If we have a bit of money left at the end of the day, that'll be fantastic. I'm all about that. But as of right now, all we're doing is getting prepared and rambling a lot. If you've made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing. I've sort of been pretty stoked with how we've gone lately. I didn't think I'd hit 50 anytime soon, and we're just over 60, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm trying to get to 100 now. So if you do like the video and you are unsubscribed, please think about subscribing. It does help. So does liking, and if you have any suggestions for me as I struggle with these sort of challenges. I do not have the ball knowledge, as they would say, about basketball, but it's about farming sim. I don't have in-depth knowledge about a lot of it, if I'm honest. I enjoy playing the games. I enjoy doing the challenges, but some of the stuff that people know about this game is insane. And I'm just here sort of plodding along. Can we put that manure in? Uh-oh. This might be a doozy. Oh no, it went in. That's good. Love that. So let's do this now. Is it making apples? No. Oh, apples are manure. There we go. So a lot less apple, a lot less water, and a lot more apples. Right, let's drop the trailer off. We can just park the trailer in front of our house. We're going to get the plow, and we're going to get our first field organised. Whether we plant anything in it yet, I don't know. We might not do it just yet. But we're going to go pretty much to the edge of our area, which I think is about here. We're going to get square. And there we go. This is our first field being ploughed, guys. Now, I do have a habit of making these things far too big. But I guess it's sort of... it's not a bad thing. There's actually a lot more land here than I thought there was. I think that'll do. Cut it off there. Make the square. Where is it? Okay. Get at 90. There we go. I'm using the little map to hopefully try and keep it as square as possible. If I keep it roughly 90 degrees. Okay. There we go. I am very focused when I do this, so I apologise, guys. Once I've done the outside, we'll be good. But it's just doing the outside that gets me. So that's going to take us pretty much to our garden. There's probably a tree smack bang in the way. That's fine, we can angle it and just make it a specific shape. That'll do. And then we'll correct it over to that corner there. I did say correct, I meant connect, but you know, it is what it is. And then this will just be the line we take. And there we have it. That is the outline of our first field, guys. Not too big, but it should do us just fine. So now I'll get the rest of this done, and then I'll see you on the other side of this field ploughing. Alright guys, welcome back. You just saw me at the end of that time lapse there. I was considering buying the front loader attacher for this, but $7,500 is an amount of money we do not have right now. I also did just realise that the time is still set to a 1-time speed. I'll probably be running this whole challenge either 3 or 5 times speed. We'll go with 5 for now. I do have all extra time scales in there to freeze time, or I can go super quick. But we're set to August. Even though the month's going to change up there, it's always going to look like August. There's no snow. All those sorts of settings are all personal preference, so I'll just put them down below. And then we're going to go pick up this front loader and the bucket. I've just leased both of them for now purely because it's the cheapest way to do it. I honestly will probably just thinking about it, the more I think about it in this time lapse that I just did, I'm thinking that I'll get rid of the extreme use sales mod. Purely because it's just, it has the ability to be too much. And so I feel like I want to get rid of it just to make it a bit less easy. Now we're going to buy a bunch of this because we are going to have to manure the field. Where is the... I've missed it. No, it's further up here. There. So we're going to get this one, most likely. What is that? Superstructure. What does that do? Oh, it just gives it more. Oh, and a feed wagon. Cool. All of this does nothing. Cool. So yeah, that's going to be $5,000. I don't really want to spend it quite right now. So what I'll do is I'll load up all of this manure right now. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. We do have Autoload on, but I don't know if it's going to do it. Hey, look at that. Phenomenal. Please don't sell it. It's pretty good. It looks like it holds a fair few pallets, so we should be alright. That's what, 8 pallets of manure? No? Yeah. My maths wasn't mathing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 by 2 on the bottom and then 2 by 2 on the top. Oh, 1 by 2 on the top. So we'll take this back and we'll get the fields sorted. I said fields and I meant to say field stone. That was the word I was looking for, guys. It's very late. I've tried to do this recording 5 times and there's just been many problems that have kicked in, but we got it working and we're going to get through it. That is a pretty decent sized field, if I'm honest. It really is. So hopefully we can get a bit of money tomorrow from our apples and our little gardens there. I'm just going to unload this right now. How do we... Oh no, it's shift. There it is. It went the way I didn't want it to go. That's good. Oh, there's a tree. God, thank goodness we don't get in trouble for hitting the trees. Now I need to turn this on just because I need to know what buttons to press because I've not used this mod before. Turn on front loader tool. So now this is just the same Albert bucket. Oh, look at that. But you can use it to pick up the field stones. And it has a 6 meter range. Look at that. That is a game changer. This is big time thank you to Rusty Money Gaming again. Because this is insane. You don't even have to have it low. This is a game changer, guys. I hate fieldstone for this exact reason, is that you have to do all of this stuff. But in this series, we're going to need to use them. We can't break down the rocks around the island. I mean, I'm assuming we can, but it's just easy to use our fieldstone. And then we can use these to make our concrete, or even to make... Well, we don't have lime on, so never mind. This is beautiful. Working a treat. I would have to say, I think this is one of my favourite mods now. It working so perfectly is fantastic. So a 6 metre width, we could have done it smaller, but I hate doing field stones, so this is probably the one extravagance I'm going to use. It might not be realistic, but this is the one that I'm letting happen. There may be others later, but right now this is the big one. 240 litres of stones so far. It makes it look cultivated too, which is really nice. They could have just left it so that it picked the stones up and you have to still cultivate, but they haven't. Just looks fancy. It's a very, very good mod. I'll put the link down below. Let's just have a look. Do we have field stones? There is one along the edge. It'll be that one section I missed. There it is. Beautiful. Turn off the front loader tool. Does that... Oh, that's fantastic. What a phenomenal mod. Well done. Who made that? Let's see if I can see it. It doesn't say. I'll find it. Because that's fantastic. It is just in the mod hub. So if you just search for front loader attachments, that's pretty much it. Now I don't want them to fall out. So how do I do that? Cool. Hopefully they just stay like that. Do we want to do the manure? How much are chickens? I do have fenceless pastures on. So we'll have a look. I think they're only $2,000. Oh, not even. 850, that's fantastic. We don't want it too far away. Well, I mean, it's fenceless, so they could be wherever, I guess. This is our field. We could do it down here. I'm losing it, guys. Maybe we just put it at the end of the field. No, because I might want to extend that field. We'll put it up near the orchard. I don't think I'm going to get more trees, more apple trees for that. So we'll just go here. Just need a bit of space. Let me see my... There we go. Yes, we do. Oof, I hate that it's done that. That's awful. Do that there. Pretty much go as far back as we can. Go to 200. This is not going to be rectangular or square at all. There we go. Cool. Let's see if I can just... I don't really want to have to do this, but if we can. Well, we're just going to have to live with this, guys. It's only for the chickens, so it's not really dramatic. That'll do. We'll just have to be careful not to go up that little bump. I didn't even realise it was going up the hill. That's my fault. That's right, we've just got a bump there. That's easy enough. We can handle that. So that's our chicken pasture. How many chickens can we get? We're not going to do it yet, I don't think. 188 chickens. Maybe we do. How much are they? Oh, not too shabby. We can get a few, actually. We've got these ones. We've got the Plymouth Rock in our Broke to Barren challenge. Just get some of these. Ten hens at that age. 10 at that age. 1 rooster. There we go. Now we just got to go get him some food. So that's pretty simply done. Now, we do have apples growing, so we need to get the chickens some food. We'll load up on the trailer, buy the chicken feed now. Where am I looking? Right, big bag pallets, chicken feed. Why would I spend... Oh, it's cheaper. Oh. Where is the chicken feed in here? Yeah, see, so it's not... It's cheaper to just get the pallet. Oof. Yeah, we'll have to do it. We need to give him something. That's fine. So we'll go over. We'll get those chickens sorted. We're not going to probably be able to do much more else today. I know the time's just going. But we'll see how our fruit and stuff, our fruit and veg goes. Maybe we speed the time up a little bit. But I'll see you at the shop. We'll get our chicken feed. We'll drive back. And then we'll feed our chickens. Alright guys, so we just got the wheat picked up for the chickens. And while I'm over here, I think I'm just going to have a look. Is this where I repair it? Yep. Ooh. Sure. Right, now we got even less money. But we're good. That'll do. Now we're fully repaired. And our tractor is in much better condition, so we're really good now. Once we get back, we'll feed these chickens. And then, in all honesty, I might call it there, guys. I could plough another field, but you've already seen me ploughing today. We don't need to do that again. If anything, I might do that off camera. Plough another field somewhere while we've got the item leased, because it will go back. But I might just jump into September, in all honesty. Feed the chickens, fill up the greenhouse and the orchard, or the gardens and the orchards. I keep calling them greenhouses because that's the category they're under. But if I fill up the gardens and the orchard, then they definitely shouldn't run out of water. I could chuck more manure in the orchard, but it's a bit iffy there. Look at them. Slowly. Unload is... Nope. There we go. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Super strength on, guys. There's no way it's not going to feed them. Am I in the right spot? Maybe not. I might be in the wrong spot. Is that not chicken feed? Did we just make a big error? Uh-oh. Oh no, that's a doozy. Well, that's no good. Let me see if I can figure this out while I'm here. No, there's not. It's premium chicken feed, but the chickens ain't feeding. I wonder if there's like a trigger for it. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll have to figure that one out, guys. I'll see if I can't figure that one out. So yeah, I think I will call it there. Oh, we've got our first little pallet of apples. That's 1,000 litres of apples. We should be close to the veggies too, surely. Jumping over the poop. Yeah, 870 litres of spinach. And 1,370 litres of carrots. I don't know how big the carrot pallet becomes. Or how much it holds in it, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll look into that chicken feed. And I'll see where we're at and see if I can't solve the issue before next episode. But I appreciate you all hanging out. I think this is a pretty good start for myself. I'm very happy with what we're doing. Got our field ready to sow. We've got our 2 gardens going. We have our apple orchard and we have our chickens. So if you stuck around, I appreciate you. Like, comment and subscribe down below just to help me get these videos out to more people. I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Be sure to check out all the other creators. I'll put a list of them down below in the description so that you can go find them. And hopefully we're not doing too much alike. I've tried my best not to copy people. But I appreciate you being here again. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.